Okay, good morning, my brothers and sisters in Dhamma. So today my lecture will be continuously on metta. According to Buddhist Abhidhamma, metta or material qualities are explained as 28. Its material qualities are 28. So these 28 material qualities we should study separately. Yesterday, roughly I explained the material qualities, 18 material qualities. Do you remember? 18 material qualities. Now, its first line is inseparable. Four great appearances: earth, water, fire, air, Prithvi, Avo, Tejo, Vayo. These are four Mahabuddhas. So, this Prithvi, Avo, Tejo, Vayo, they have kala. This kala is called, in Pali it is called Vanna, kala. Then they have smell, they have taste, they are nutritive acids. Altogether, these 8 material qualities are inseparable, everywhere, within and without, internal, external, inanimate things, animate things, everywhere. First, we must study these material qualities. According to the Buddhist Abhidhamma, the inseparable material qualities lying in everywhere, even in the smallest dust. Everywhere it can be found. So these are inseparable. Avinibbhoga. In Pali, avinibbhoga cannot be separated. If they lie together, it is called material quality. Each one cannot be called material qualities. You see, in our world, all are conditioned things. Phenomena, this is alone cannot exist. All are together, exist together. Each support each other. Therefore, the Buddhas explained the cause and effect. There is not one single cause. There are many causes produce its effect. Even we should consider the chair on which we sit. The chair so also 4 legs. Without the 4 legs, if one leg broke, chair cannot stand. So they are 4 together, working together. They cannot be separated, inseparable. If it's separated, cannot be known as immaterial qualities. So this first inseparables are 8. So we must learn in this way. Everything's line a material quality. Yesterday I explained, you see, this is board markers, whiteboard markers. This whiteboard markers with the inseparable 8 material qualities here. only trees we can be by touching. So there are means to know that. To know that the means are different. Three material qualities can be known by touching. Three material qualities can be known by touching. What are they? Hardness and softness. This is we can know by touching. This three material quality can be found by touching. Softness, hardness, that is a Patavi, heat and cold, that is Teja. This motion, shrink back, this also by touching can be known. Kala cannot be known by touching. It can be known with our eye. We can see this color. But the heat and cold cannot see with our eye. Hardness or softness it cannot be seen with our eyes. So means is different. To know the material quality, to find the material quality, means are quite different. So by touching, we can find the three material qualities. By seeing, we can find one material qualities. Smells, with the nose, only with the nose, we can know this is smell. By tasting, we can get the taste with the tongue. So different means, different ways we can know. Nutritive acid, that is, it can be known only by mind. Cannot be seen. You see, vitamin, the nutritive acids, it cannot be seen. Only it can be known with the mind. Can be known with the mind. So in different ways we can find out these material qualities. They are inseparable. For example, the water and the river. Anywhere water, any water. Water also composed of eight material qualities. Not only water element, composed of eight material qualities. They are inseparable. What about the fire? Fire also have. But the measurement is different. And water element more, the others are less. The quantity is different. Quantity is different. Fire element is more, the others are less. Do you believe in the fire there is a Patavi? If you touch fire, you may find a softness. Isn't that? Hardness, softness is Patavi anywhere. What about the air? Sometimes air touches to you. You may feel this hardness and softness. Isn't that? This by touching we find only Patavi. Hardness, softness is only Patavi, not air. Not air. Air is a state of motion. State of motion. So sometimes the wind, air, heat, hot, sometimes cold. That is we find out the Teja. What about the arbor in the air? In the air also there is an arbor. You see, sometimes become gas, after that it become liquid. Isn't that? Gas also become liquid. There's included water also. So everywhere everywhere. But the Buddha's explanation is not to test, not to the purpose of treatment, not to the purpose of science. The Buddhas make sure in material quality there is no atta, no permanent entity. All are depending on each other, rise and falling. To make sure the Buddhas analyze these dhammas, not for other purpose. Scientists may be other purpose, they studies. You see anatomy, the doctors studies anatomies. Their purpose is how composed of our bodies. What is the type of heart, what is the type of liver, how to work, only that. But the Buddha's analysis is not for such a purpose. The purpose is very different, aim is very different, intention is quite different. Otherwise, all doctors will become arahant, studying anatomy. But their purpose is not like that. Their purpose is by seeing, by analyzing the body, they are searching for the knowledge how to compose in the body. Hereby analyze the body, the Buddhas make sure there is no permanent entity. Everything is dependent on condition. No atta, no soul, he has no permanent entity. Everything is a rise and fall. There's nothing is absence in the body. Make sure in that. So the purpose is through this idea, through the Buddha's idea, special purpose is to remove attachment to the body. We have a great attachment to the body. Everybody have attachment, too much, strong attachment to the body. If it's someone ugly, he also attached with his body. Even the colors, whatever the color, they like their color. Attachment have. They make it more beautiful. They make it more beautiful. So attachment is too much. To remove the attachment, we have to analyze the body, the material quality, we must know out of that. Otherwise, in other way we cannot remove the attachment. So, first we must study, so therefore the Buddhas, in 5 Cricket, the Buddhas mentioned first, Rupakanda, Metta Cricket, because it is more clear than mind. Metta is more clear than mind to know. So, Abhidhamma, according to Sutanta explained material qualities, only some of the material qualities, not to be 80. If we trace Sutanta, we can find in Sutanta, we can find eye, ear, nose, tongue, body. We can find in Sutantas also. Patavi, Avo, Tejo, Vayu. These 4 great elements are mentioned in Sutanta. Not only Abhidhamma. Not only Abhidhamma. Then eye, ear, nose, tongue, body. Then this way form, kala, this is rupa yatana, sometimes I say rupa yatana, then sound, satta yatana, then smell, kanda yatana, taste, rasa yatana, tangibility, putapa yatana. So that is also can be found in Sutanta. But Hariyawatu is not a directly mentioned. But Iti Bhava, Pombhava, in Sutanta also have 18 Dariyan, Purisendariyan, and some more Sutanta is mentioned. In Anguttara Nikaya can be found Iti Bhava, Pombhava. There's femininity, masculinity. This Ahara also mentioned in Sutanta. Ahara also mentioned. Jivita is also mentioned in Sutanta. So, if we trace the Sutta without looking at Abhidhamma, if we trace the Sutta, we can find some material qualities. But Abhidhamma specially explain all material qualities together. You know, the first Abhidhamma treatise, first Abhidhamma text is Dhamma Sangani. Dhamma Sangani. In Dhamma Sangani, Rupa Kanda, especially about Rupa. Rupa Kanda is especially about Rupa Kanda. From Rupa Kanda, just mentioned here, Abhidhamma Sangaha, 28 Rupas, as a digest, summarizing of Rupa Kanda. So, how we need to know the Rupa? Because Nama alone, mind alone cannot arise. Therefore, Nama Rupa is a mutual relation. Without the Rupa, Nama cannot exist as a human being. But in special, some of the special beings are without the Rupas, Arupa, Brahmas, only that. So many beings are Nama and Rupa both together. Our human was Nama Rupa is together. So, without the Rupa, Nama cannot arise. To clarify it, we must study first the Rupa. The Buddha in five cricket, the Buddha explained first metta. So therefore, following this system, I want to explain the Rupa first. But we must learn the terms. After that, apply. So without learning the technical terms, we cannot find. So everybody who wish to study Abhidhamma is a need to memorize these special terms, technical terms. Now we are just collecting the materials. How to relate to each other, later we must explain. Okay? First we should learn enumerations of material quality. These material qualities can be found within us. So now I have explained here, as you know, this is past is inseparable eight. Inseparable eight is animate things and inanimate things, anywhere. But as a second, so what is that? Eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and femininity, life, femininity, masculinity, heart. Altogether, 8. Is it that? 9?
The body is missing.
Oh, sorry. Body is missing. Okay. Body is a unit. Altogether 9. So eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, you must add. Eye, ear, nose, tongue, body. And life, femininity, is masculinity,
and heart. So altogether 9. They are only born of karma, the product of karma. They cannot make by mother, by father. This is only the product of karma, previous karma. They are karma from matters. Therefore, they are only in living beings. Cannot be found in outside. Cannot be found in inanimate things. This can be found only living beings. The others can be found anywhere, but these 9 only can be found in living beings. Then sound, that is object of ear consciousness. Sound is not only within living beings, without us also have. Sometimes we hear when the winds are coming, we hear. Sometimes it's thunders within our body. So now I make it sound. This sound is the product of mind. I make it sound. This sound is the product of mind. Bird sound, living beings, all sounds made by living beings. This is our product of mind. But we heard sometimes a thunder sound. That is because of utu. Sometimes in our belly, our abdomen, there's sometimes a grrr. This is also without mind. It is that is the product of utu. So sound is within and without, within beings and without beings. Then what are the others? Mode of matters. This mode of matters are not, actually they are not matters. Dealing with the matter, they are included in matters. Only 18 material qualities are real matters. The mode of matters are only 10. They are not real matters. Concerning matter, they are also sometimes mentioned together with the material qualities in Sotanda and Abhidhamma. Actually, they are not matters. Like that, we are always wearing dress. We are always wearing dress. If someone come, he come together with the dress. But he called only men or women, not dress, but a dress together. If I ask, give me water, drinking water, you cannot give me only water. You must give it with a glass. Is it that? So, glass is not water. I don't like a glass, only water I like. You cannot say. So like that, these 10 material qualities they are the mode of matters. Therefore, they are also included in the matters. So they are limitation. Limitation means a limitance of material group. Matters are also usually lying in group. Cannot remain, cannot exist separately. Cannot exist separately. Our life also, you should consider our life. We are also composed of many things together. If it's separated, it cannot exist, it cannot live. All are dependent on each other. So, between the two groups, different groups, there is a limitation. This limitation is called in Pali Pracheda, Akasa. Tomorrow will be give the copies and handout copies, books, notebooks. So now it is not completed yet. So don't worry about that. And sometimes later you will understand. So limitation. Limitation means two material groups are limited. That is called here Pali's Akasa. Akasa Dhatu. In Suttanta has Akasa Dhatu. Dhatu Vibhanga Sutta of Majjhima Nikaya. Chat Dhatu ro ayam bhikkhu puriso. The Buddha said, the beings are composed of 6 elements. The Buddha says, the beings are composed of 6 elements. Dhatu Vibhanga Sutta, the Buddha talked to Ken Pekusati. This Pekusati came from Gandhara, Takasila. Nowadays he's Pakistan. The king of Pakistan. Now Gandhara is Pakistan. Peshwa. There's a Taxila. He's the king of Taxila. He received the information about the Buddha from king of Magadha, Bimbisara. Therefore, he himself converted to Buddhism and came to India to meet the Buddha. They met near Rajagaha, outside Rajagaha cities, on the Potter's Hat. At night, the Buddha's talk, Dhatu Vibhanga Sutta. This sutta is very interesting in Majjhima Nikaya. In this sutta, the Buddha said, Akasa Dhatu. Akasa Dhatu. Akasa is not the sky, not a normal space. It's between two material qualities there is limitation. This limitation called is akasa. For example, if you put wine in the water, wine and water cannot be mixed, cannot be mixed. Can you mix it? Is it possible? Cannot mix. But they are touching, bind together, but there's a separate. Even they are touched, there's a separate. Now, so I touch this one, but different natures. My finger and this white ball markers, different nature. There's a space. There is a space. Is limitation. There are two things. Even I touch. There's two things. Two things because of separate. Between them there's a separation, limitation. That is called akasa. Between them there's akasa. Therefore we can say there are two things. Otherwise it will be one thing. So this akasa is our body is two material qualities. When two material qualities are there between them there is akasa. That is called limitation. Actually that is not material quality, but it depends on material quality, therefore it is called material quality. If someone stand up the highland or mountain, far from here, a person look at, he said,
I see a person standing on the mountain. But he may see his clothes, not person. Cloth, dress he sees. But dress is not person. Is it that? Cloth is not person. But he says, I say a man, a person. But he may see only the dress from far places because our color is so red colors, blue colors can be seen from far. So like that, these are called material qualities. Because depending on material qualities, it arises. Then the other is bodily intimation, verbal intimation. This is an intimation. In Pali it is called viññati. We can say easily this is sign language, body sign. Body sign. This is body sign. Actually there is not material quality. But it depends on matter. Therefore it is included in material quality. For example, someone wish to call the others, his intention, he make a sign, but not making sound. He make a sign, his body sign in this way. The other person understand, he called me. So such a wish is depend on material quality. Therefore, that is also called bodily intimation, kaya viññati. In Pali, it is called kaya viññati. Viññati means especially not intimations. Viññati means make known one's wish. Make known one's wish. But we can see sometimes when there is when winds touched, the trees are shaking. But we never think about it. Or trees called me. Trees are shaking, but we never think about the trees called to me. So not all shakings are not like that. So, but human sign is mentioned one's wish to come to know something. Sometimes you see some people talk about loud, the others remind. This also the others understand, depending on this body sign. Understand, or not to talk, be silent, keep it silent. So such things are depending on material quality. Therefore, kaya viññati. This is all kaya viññati. Because of make one's wish other known. Verbal intimation, that is a speech. Verbal intimation without the sound is impossible. Therefore, always with the sound. Sound is a different ways, not only words, different sounds is made. So there is a verbal intimation. There is also, depending on material quality, they can arise as therefore they are also material quality, included material qualities. We can say there is a mode of matters. They are mode of matters, not real matters. In meditation, they cannot be the subject of object of meditation. These 10 material qualities are not the object of meditation. Vipassanā, that is especially Vipassanā. But Samatha method is possible. For Samatha is possible. Because of Akasa Kasina. For Samatha object is possible. Vipassanā object is possible. Because of Vipassana must be reality. Vipassana's object must be reality. Samatha objects, some are not reality, only imaginary. Samatha is just to concentrate. mental concentrations. Vipassana is not like that. To realize things as they really are, for yatha buddha jnana. To see things as they really are. That is vipassana. So samatha concentration, vipassana concentration is quite different. Samathas need concentration, vipassana needs concentration. Samatha concentrations on imaginaries. Vipassana concentrations on reality. Realities ever changes, only momentary. Because they depend on conditions. Therefore momentary. Therefore the objects changes, concentrations also changes. So here akasa, kaya vinyati, uchi vinyati, then kayas lahuta, muduta, kamanyata. That is also depending on the body situations, the manners of the body. Sometimes we are in good health. At that time our bodies, we feel lightness. When we are not in good health, our body is heavy. We cannot move, we cannot go anywhere. We can lie down, we want to lie down. That is lightness, not lightness at that time. So lightness is depending on weather, depending on food, depending on mental situations. That is depending on only present cause and conditions, not depending on karma. Karma means previous life. Therefore, this lightness, softness, or capabilities depend on present condition. This present conditions, weather. So material qualities depend on weather. Depending on food. Sometimes when we eat good food, our body is become fresh. We are lightness, softness, and workability. Sometimes it's not good food is not enough. We cannot eat. We cannot satisfy. At that time, our body is tired. Not lightness, and not softness, not workability. So there is a depending on condition. So they are also depending on the other material quality. They are not really matters, they are only the mode of matters. Then appearance, continuity. Appearance means appearance of matter. That is the only characteristic of matter. Characteristic. Matter have here four moments. Appearance moment, continuous moment, decay moment, death moment. This is 4 moments. Like mind is 3 moments: rising moment, stated moment, fallen moment. So like that here, for material qualities, the Buddha has mentioned 4 moments. A rising moment is separated because of material qualities live long than mind. Mind is very short, very quick. Mind is rising and falling so quick. Material qualities are not so quick. Therefore, a rising moment, then continuous moment. After that, decay, then death. Continuity sometimes, you see, long time. One thought moment, 70 thought moment, and one metas moment is the same. The level of metas compared with the 70 thought moment. That is the meaning. one metta arising and falling. During that, 70 minds arise and falling. 70 minds arise and falling. At that time, only one metta arise and falling. So one metta, 70 minds. One metta, 70 minds. One metta, 70 minds. How to go side by side? Because of different lifespans. Durations are quite different. How to join together? How to go side by side, these two? Because our lifespan is quite different. Visuddhimagga, the commentary Venerable Buddhaghosa has explained, the tall person and the dwarf person. The tall person is only one space, very fast spaces. Dwarf persons quickly go there at 70 spaces, 70 steps. 70 step, one step, 70 step, one step. But they can keep side by side. They can keep side by side. Venerable Buddhaghosa has given the simile in his text. Because of these two, mind and metta has quite a different lifespans. So later we should study how the mind and the material qualities relate to each other. So now altogether, 28 material qualities. 28 material qualities. Isn't that? Within Vipassanā, 27 actually. Within me, 27. Within one, 27. Because of, you see, Ichibhava, femininity, masculinity, it cannot be in one person. Cannot be within one. Therefore, for one person, not 28. It's must be 27. But altogether, 28. 28 material quality, mettas. These 28 mettas are mentioned in many suttas, Rupakanda. Rupakanda. They are called Rupakanda. It's aggregate of metta, metta aggregate. So, dealing with these material qualities, they are necessary to have further studies, because we must, first these are only enumerations of mettas, enumerations of mettas. First we must learn enumerations of mettas. After that, according to Buddha's teaching, without a cause and condition, nothing arises. That is a norm. The Buddha's teaching, that's it. Without a cause and condition, nothing arises. Nothing arises. Therefore, these material qualities have 4 conditions, 4 causes and conditions. The 4 cause conditions separately, they produce their relevant material qualities. Before explanation of the 4 causing conditions, I want to discuss about the heart, Haraya Vatu. I think this is important. Haraya Vatu. Haraya Vatu, according to Buddhist Abhidhamma, there is one metta, Haraya Vatu. What is Haraya Vatu? This Haraya Vatu is not directly mentioned in Dhammasangani. Not directly mentioned. The Lord Buddha not mentioned directly as a Haraya Vatu. Not mentioned. But Venerable Buddha Gosas added this one. Commentators add this one. Hariyavatu. Why they add? They also have a reference. That is not their own ideas. In Vipassanā, the Buddha said, under the name of Vatu, not Hariyavatu, only Vatu. Vatu Kandana Kanda Vatosa. Purichada Pachayena Pachayo. Vatu Kandana means, Vatu means the seed of mind. The seed of mind relate to the relevant mind. So that is the meaning. All type of chetas, without depending on metta, they cannot arise. They cannot arise. All type of mind cannot arise without depending on metta. For example, I consciousness arises depending on I seed. Without the I consciousness cannot. So this is I base. This I base is I consciousness. I consciousness has the seed of mind. This is I base. I base is the seed of I consciousness. The same way, Iya consciousness. Iya consciousness without depending on Iya base cannot arise. Deaf cannot hear sound. Cannot hear sound. If it cannot hear sound, Iya consciousness cannot arise as within him, because there is no seed of mind. So different this one. Like that, nose consciousness dependent on nose base. Tongue consciousness is dependent on tongue base. Body consciousness is dependent on body base. The other mind also necessary base. What is it, the other mind's base? That is a heart base, Hariyavatu. So if it's so, where is Hariyavatu? Hariya means, most translators use heart. This is organs of heart. Abhidhamma text explain Hariyavatu is a material quality. Not that the whole heart organ is called Hariyavatu. The material quality Hariyavatu lined on the blood inside heart. But according to science, anatomy, blood is circulate not only in the heart. Is it that? The whole body circulate. But in the heart there is some blood when they circulate. At that time, the Hariyavatu is Hariyavatu is lying on the blood, which is lying in the heart. That is according to commentary said. But if it's so, if someone operate heart transplantations, what about him? He may lose a Hariyavatu. If it's so, many minds he lost. Because of without a seed, for example, someone has gone blind, he lost eye consciousness. Eye consciousness is impossible because there is no eye base. Without the eye base, eye consciousness cannot arise. There's are many types of Chaitas. You see, Mahakusala Chaita, for example. When you are practicing meditation, at that time Mahakusala Chaita, one of Mahakusala Chaitas arises. This Mahakusala Chaitas cannot arise in the eye, ear, nose, tongue, body. Only on the heart. So jhana Chaitas, how to meditate? The persons who had the transplantations have done. So, not referring to the heart, the Mulatika means contemporary also Buddhaghosa. Buddhaghosa is a commentator. Mulatika is a Sakka, the Venerable Ananda, who wrote the Mulatika to explain Buddhaghosa's Athasali, in Buddhaghosa's commentaries. He explained Buddhaghosa's commentary. According to his view, it's very interesting. Maybe such a problems arose. He said, heart is not referring to the heart. Heart is mind. He said, heart is mind. Because of the word hariya, sometimes referring to heart, used heart. So, heart is mind. Vatu is seed of mind. Seed of mind, he didn't point out anywhere. Maybe brain or anywhere. Where mind arises. Therefore, nowadays they say, someone who love and hate is in the heart. Point out the heart. But the thinking, knowledge is brain. So, there is you can choose whatever you like it, but Hariya Vatu must be. Hariya Vatu must be. You can apply in your mind, love and hate where be at. So, Venerable Buddhaghosa's and commentary in the commentaries is point out Hariya Vatu is a line in the heart. In the heart. On the blood. In the blood which is in the heart. Because it is also clear, acceptable. Why? When he excitement, where is a beer? Or when you are happy, where is a beer, the happy? I think you always point out, I'm so happy, so you are happy. Isn't that? I'm peace sad, also you find out this. I'm peace sad and not. So mostly, this is also excitement. When excitement there is a heartbeat is changes. Heartbeat is different, you see. So when we are happy, when we are sorry, so sorry at that time, this is a heartbeat is a different situation. So without a condition, it cannot be changed. So Venerable Buddhaghosa may say, this is so clear to understand, to explain. The heart base is the seat of mind. Because of love and hate is a fear. But thinking, deeply thinking, is we use brains. So maybe there is also Hariya Vatu. If you point out this brain, this Hariya Vatu means heart is mind. At that time, heart is not heart. Hariya Vatu, Hariya is not heart, the organ of heart. Heart is mind. Vatu means the seed of mind. So if it's so, where the mind arises, we can say there is a Hariya Vatu. The Buddhas explain in Patthana Vatu Khanana Khana Vatusa exactly. Yang Rupang, sometimes the Buddhas use Yang Rupang Nesaya Manodatu Ja Manovinyanadatu Ja Upajati. Dan Rupang Manodatu Ya Ja Manovinyanadatu Ya Ja. Nesaya Pachayena Pachayo. In Patthana, the Buddhas say Yang Rupang, only some Rupa, the Buddha said. not Haraya Rupa. Not definitely say the Buddha Haraya. That is also reasonable, I think. Because of loving hate in the heart, deeply thought is in the brain. So the Buddha maybe point out only Yang Rupa. Otherwise, the Buddha will be says, and brain is, you see, Matalonga, in Pali, Haraya is, heart is Haraya. Haraya Matalonga, what we say, both places. Therefore, the Buddha say only one word, Yang Rupa Nesaya. Sometimes they say only what two. That is reasonable, I think. Reasonable. Whatever may be, where you point out, when you follow the Citta Nupassana, when you follow the Vedana Nupassana, where appeared your feeling, where appeared your mind. So that is the seed of mind. So therefore the Buddha is never point out the place. I think this is reasonable. So we must study this true Vipassana knowledge, but we cannot go in the lab. So cannot be find out in the labs, this one. Only Vipassana lab, meditation kuti. Okay, let me break this.